Hi, this is Becky, and I just wanted to stop in with a project that I made for Sallyanne on the Scrapbeach. A while back, I hosted a altered file folder swap, and it was a lot of fun, and everyone got really good projects. But for whatever reason, Sallyanne didn't receive something from her partner, so I wanted to do this for her just to kind of thank her for joining in my swap. And the project that she made for her partner was just absolutely beautiful. So I really wanted her to have something in return. But anyway, this is what I came up with for her. I used the pink paisley butterfly collection, and I cut out some of the butterflies and put them on like some dimensionals, so they're a little dimensional, not too much. But I added some recollections bling, and I've got a doily down here underneath the flowers. It's really, I'm sorry, the lighting's really bad. It's kind of hard to tell, but a friend of mine was going yard sailing, and she said, "What are you looking for now?" And I said, "Doilies, I need doilies." And so she found just a whole bunch of handmade doilies for really inexpensive. She got this for me last week, or a couple weeks ago she went, and I said, "You know what?" I said, "If you see a pasta machine for clay, I would love to have it." So that very next day, her daughter called me and she goes, "Mom found a pasta machine." And it was like $5 she talked the lady down to. So I was just so excited. She didn't even know what a pasta machine was. She was standing there, and these girls behind her were going, "Oh, look, a pasta machine." And she said she just stood there like a deer in the headlights and waited until they walked away, and she turned around and grabbed it. But it was so funny. But anyway, she's my yard sale girl, since I have to work every Saturday. But anyway, back to this. She got me the doilies, and I glimmer misted the tiny flowers on here. The larger ones are from I Am Roses and Wild Orchids Crafts. I'm not sure which ones came from which, but so did the leaves. And then I used these little berries that just came off of a pick that I had picked up at Michael's. And I also added some more of the pick. I don't know, it's really hard to tell. My lighting is just really, really bad. But I used some more of the little berry picks up the side of this project. And then at the top of the bird cage, I just put a little piece of vintage seam binding on a little bow. And then when you open it up, this page has a mini ornamental piece here, and then I left space behind it for a little tag. And then of course it's got pockets, 4 pockets like that. And then another butterfly with some bling and some of those little ribbon rose things. I don't even know what they're called, but I use those quite a bit too. In this page, I kept really simple with just some lace and some flat back pearls. And then this little tablet, I don't know if you can tell, but I stamped some butterflies on the pages of that. They're really, really faint, but I stuck that in there. I thought that would be kind of fun to keep lists. And these came from paper tray ink. And I did have to trim them off a little at the bottom because they were a little too long for this project, but still, I really like the way that they fit in there so nice. And then this page, I have a little vintage postcard that I got from I think Beatrice Jennings' Etsy store. She's got some gorgeous, gorgeous, whatever, digital things that you can get from her. They're really, really pretty. But anyway, it's got space behind it that you can add another little tag. And I added a little bit of lace just around the outside edge of that. And then on the last page, I put a little Sizzix envelope. Just tied a little bit of the vintage seam binding around it with some more of that little branch stuff. And then just a little folded tag inside of that pocket. Of course, she could put anything she wants in there, coupons or whatever. And I thought at that point that I was finished with this, but it was looking really, really bottom heavy. So last night, I got it out again before I was going to mail it today, and I thought I have to fix it. So I decided to add some little embellies here at the top back corner just to kind of balance it out a little bit. And I really like the way that it turned out. We have some more of the leaves, and I used a little bit of just crocheted lace. Some more of the tiny flowers and some of the berries from those picks. And then we have some layered Prima flowers, and I think that this is a Recollection little jewel thing. And then I don't know if you can see it, but there's a big Recollection swirl right there. And then you just close it up. And then I put this vintage seam binding that she can go through the grommets and tie it up real pretty. And then on the outside, on the back, I just Velcroed it so that it doesn't flip open from the back side. But anyway, this is coming to you, Sallyanne. I'll get it in the mail tomorrow to you, and I'm really sorry about the lighting on this video, but this is the third time I've tried it, and this or none. So I will talk to you later, and I hope you enjoy it. Thanks for watching. Bye.